I didn't know you were bringing guitars. This is a surprise to me. I like this.
Well, man, you know, that's kind of your rules, ain't it?
No rules.
That's not what I heard.
Oh.
We were strongly encouraged to bring guitars. I think it's the email I got.
Well, look at this. Okay. Well, let's talk about some stuff first.
Let's do it.
So, hey, you know what I was reading? You bought some land. You doing something with like a hunting lease or something?
Yeah, man.
What is that?
Well, I got a farm in Alabama, about 20 minutes from. It was as close to Georgia as I could get, but we built everything handicap accessible, so we could bring, wounded vets and kids out to hunt, and it's a pretty neat setup, man. Anywhere we can walk, they can roll.
Giving back. Do you feel more of a good pressure to give back now that? You've made it now. I mean, when you got a life, do you feel like, because it sounds like you have this, this need to give back?
Yeah, man. I feel like God gave me a whole lot more platform and a whole lot more spotlight than I ever asked for or ever needed to.
Do you ever think you'd be right here doing this kind of thing at this level?
No. My goal in the music business, man, was to sell out the Georgia Theater. It held like 800 people, and it was 20 minutes from my house. I wanted a double wide and 10 acres of land. They had to convince me to build a house on it.
The same 10 acres?
Yeah. And that's where me and my wife live now.
You know what's funny about you is that if you don't know your story, is that you're one of the guys that they compare others to when it's, hey, this is how you build a base. Like because you started obviously down in your hometown and you just kind of played your circle and you started playing out around that circle and slowly branching out, right?
Yeah, when we could afford the gas to get to the next town. And sometimes you had to stay an extra night in a town just to get enough gas money to get to the next town.
But I know you're kidding, but that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of not kidding.
No, at all.
Yeah. Like that's it.
Yeah, I don't think, yeah.
He built his fan base like one layer at a time, and Brantley was known because everybody knew him. Like he started to be a thing. Like, how can we get Brantley Gilbert? Because he developed such a following, such a passion. Like, man, that's a lot of respect.
Thank you, brother. We had a good time doing it. We look back now and call them the good old days. Because there were about 12 of us in a Ford Excursion. I slept in the back on 2 folded up futon mattresses. There was usually 1 or 2 of us back there, like in the hatch. Now it's kind of cool. We get to a show, you can step off out of the bus door, and back then it was a totally different exit from the vehicle. I had to get somebody to open the back glass. I had to crawl out onto the trailer hitch. And then I had to get off and unhook the trailer myself. And we were all pushing equipment, and it was, but it was a good time, man. We had a lot of good times back in the day.
You look good.
Thank you,
I ain't
man.
seen you in a few months. You look good.
I appreciate it. I had to get back in the gym. We got a little 5.5-month-old little boy at the house, and I got a dad bod. I developed a dad bod. I'm still kind of mad at my wife about it because she obviously had to see it happening.
Oh, and she didn't warn you?
No, didn't say a thing. I woke up one morning and, when you see some things before you do others, it's a problem. So I figured I had to fix it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can use that
hard.
or not.
No, of course.
I figured I'd throw it out there for you.
My stepdad used to call it the Dickie-Doo syndrome.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what that is?
Yeah, my stomach stick out further than my Dickie-Doo.
Yeah.
What? I've never heard that.
You never heard that?
No, I mean, now I have.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't unhear it.
That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's what I wake up in the morning for.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's a question. Oh, Brantley's about to play a song. You guys are discussing what song you were going to play this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is kind of a last-minute decision here. But, yeah, we've been playing this song live. We did some things that were...
I still don't know what song we're playing. Yeah, I don't either. I was letting you guys talk it out.
We're going to play Them Boys. You ready?
Yeah, bro.
Are you sure?
I think so.
I'm not. Look at them boys in the back of that truck. Somebody ought to jerk a knot in their butts, riding around like they own this town. That racket turned all the way up, and it's too early for school to let out. The pastor's boy just threw a cigarette out. I sure hope there ain't beer in them cups, 'cause our star quarterback's turning them up. Them boys don't know one thing about life. True love and trouble, struggle and strife. They think it's all just fun and games, like laws and rules or balls and chains. Treat little girls like hearts don't break. Treat no men like hands don't shake. And I pray it's just a phase they're going through. Yeah, but what are we gonna do with them boys? And heard old Frank's grandson got caught with a case full of beer that Smith boy bought. Y'all didn't hear all of this from me, and I heard he got it with a fake ID. Them boys don't know one thing about life. True love and trouble, struggle and strife. They think it's all just fun and games, like laws and rules or balls and chains. Treat little girls like hearts don't break. Treat no men like hands don't shake. And I pray it's just a phase they're going through. Yeah, but what are we gonna do with them boys? Looking back on the times we've shared, from rock and roll to these rocking chairs, the same ones our granddad sat in, by this old wood stove and this hardware store, talking and gossip, the weather and war, and how much trouble we were in. Oh, you can bet they said back then that yeah, them boys don't know one thing about life. True love and trouble, struggle and strife. They think it's all just fun and games, like laws and rules or balls and chains. Treat little girls like hearts don't break. Treat no men like hands don't shake. And I pray it's just a phase they're going through. Yeah, but what are we gonna do with them boys? Yeah, them boys.
Right there, clap your hands. That is a beautiful. Hey, thanks, Brantley Gilbert. Let me ask a couple questions here.
Thank you, sir.
You're out on this tour, the Ones That Like Me tour. How's that going?
It's awesome, man. We did some pretty cool things leading into the tour. We actually put out some things social media driven for folks to send in a list of songs that maybe we hadn't been playing that they wanted to hear, maybe something we took out of the set or something new, and also asked them kind of some things they wanted to see, and just kind of got a lot of feedback and wanted to make sure folks were, hearing what they wanted to hear. And
what they want to hear the most? Were you like, how about that?
That one was one of them.
Yeah.
And My Kind of Crazy was actually one of them, which was a song I took out of the list because I wrote it about Amber before we were married, while we were broke up.
Oh,
to make her jealous.
Yeah.
So I took it out of the set myself. But now that we're married and had a baby, I probably should have put it back in already.
Mission accomplished with that writing. It worked, obviously.
Yeah, it did work.
Song got her back.
That's right. Well, I had to write several of them, but collectively.
Brantley Gilbert is here. Hey, I want to talk about this show you're doing at Ascend. Ascend Amphitheater. Go watch Brantley Gilbert playing with the orchestra. Ticketmaster.com. Look at you. You're here. You're looking good. You're sounding good.
I'm up early.
You got what time do you normally wake up?
It's like 12.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. All right. So I
life.
get late night duty with little man, right? I watch the monitor, and from about the time she goes to bed, it's around 9. And the only time I can really work, and my manager can tell you this, and Jess will tell you, I'll call them at like 12, 2, 3 in the morning. That's the only time I can really, dive in and work and concentrate and write songs without my phone blowing up or somebody needing something. So those are my work hours. And I go to sleep from like 4 to 11 or 12.
Well, I appreciate you breaking up your sleep.
Yeah,
to see us.
yeah, man. I drink coffee. I don't drink coffee. 'Cause I'm like a Jack Russell on a hard drug, But I'm happy to be here. I'm gonna go run about 7 laps around the building when we walk out. My heart's beating like 1,000,000 miles an hour right now.
Brantley Gilbert, the ones that like me, we played that. Download, stream that one. Also, go watch him out with Kid Bob. He told me to call him Bob. It's weird for me to call him Bob. He's like, because I got to spend a little time with Kid Rock. He's actually a pleasant guy.
Nice guy.
I enjoy being around him. Yeah.
And those of us that look like we'll beat you up are usually the ones that's the last thing we want. Probably
Or you've done a lot of beating up earlier, and you're just like, that's not where it is for me anymore.
That could be the
Yeah,
case.
that's probably it, too.
I mean, because I do still walk around with my toys. I was glad
brass-
y'all didn't have a metal detector today.
Oh, you got the brass
Man,
knuckles.
yeah.
You carry the brass knuckles, though, now, Joe, though, just to say, I still have them, or just in case?
Man, it's part of keeping up with my cred. If I didn't have a set on me, people think he's
Gone
sold
soft.
out.
Yeah.
My hardcore fans be like, I ain't gonna see him again. He quit. Done. I'm done with him.
Brantley, good to see you, my friend.
You too, brother. It's always good to see you.
Get you another hit, get you another #1, and we'll talk again.
Hey, we trying. That's what
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's why I got you in.
I appreciate that.
There he is. Go see him. Go on the road. Brantley Gilbert, we'll see you soon, buddy.
Yes, sir.
It's a